Okay, so picture this. You're going out to dinner with a friend, family member, somebody you're in a relationship with, whoever. And not even 5 minutes after you get there and sit down at the table, person that you were at dinner with pulls out their cell phone. They just start scrolling. They're just not really in the moment anymore. After a while, you do the same, and then all of a sudden it's just both of you two there at the table just scrolling, and you're just not even in the present moment. It's like people have become so dependent on their phones, and I think it's absolutely ridiculous that society has come to this, especially in this generation. And I don't think it's ever been this bad before, but I think it's just horrible, especially in 2025. And I know I'm sounding very much so like a hypocrite because I am on the internet talking and just saying my opinion about things. A lot of social media is just messing up people's minds and mental state and mentality. Just don't understand why, especially women, are just constantly in like a competition with one another. It's like you see a woman on Instagram or like an influencer or whatever, and then you're just trying to be better than, and she's like, oh, I want to be better than her, I want to look better than her, or blah 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 blah. And it's just like a constant competition and tearing one another down, especially black women. But it's like there's always a woman trying to be better than the next one. Like it's always just some type of competition, and I don't like that. I don't like that. Why don't we just stick together and uplift one another, instead of just bashing one another down? And I think this is crazy. And also a lot of things on social media are fake, especially like the designer bags and the luxury cars and the mansions and the just all the designer stuff. A lot of it is fake. A lot of it is just stuff that they've rented just for show, or stuff that they've just rented just for pictures and videos and stuff. All of it is just for clout. None of that stuff is real. Most of the time it's not real. 9 times out of 10 it's not real. And I just don't like getting on social media, because every time I'm on social media, me personally, I end up just seeing somebody and I compare myself to this person, like, oh, I wish I was as pretty as her, or I wish my life was as good as hers, or I wish that I was doing the things that she's doing because she's so successful, and I wish, I was traveling a lot like her, and all this stuff. And then I just constantly forget that a lot of it is fake, and a lot of the times they're suffering just like a lot of the people in the world. Just like the last video I made about like my quarter-life crisis. Half of the time that they're going through the same stuff, if not worse. But I just don't understand. Yesterday I saw a video of this woman, I guess she's like an influencer or whatever, and she got her son, 16-year-old son, veneers. Like, hello? What happened to braces? What happened to Invisalign? Like, what? I was just bamboozled, flabbergasted. I'm thinking, even if you do have that amount of money to be able to afford to get your son veneers, that don't mean you should do it. Huh? That don't mean you should do it. And don't even get me started on these kids. And don't even get me started on these kids that are on social media. I'm like, where is your parent? Where are your parents? Where's your mother? It's like these kids are practically born with a phone these days. Like they're born with it. And they're on social media. And don't get me started on like the Sephora kids. And when I was their age, you know what I was doing? I was playing it on my Nintendo DS and Xbox. That's what I was doing. I was playing with my Barbies. That's what I was doing. I was minding my own business. I wasn't on Instagram. I wasn't on all these social medias. I wasn't on TikTok. You wanna know why? Because there was no TikTok. Now, for a brief moment in time, I did get on Musically before it was TikTok, but I really couldn't get into it. Yes, I'm that old. I remember Musically. But anyway, I just don't, it's ruining a lot of people's minds. And it's just consuming a lot of people. Like, if you go out in public and you see just somebody just standing there, 9 times out of 10, they're going to be on their phone scrolling, doing something. Or you go in a restaurant, you're gonna see at least half the people in there on their phone, or most of them, if not maybe even all the people with their phone in their hand, just scrolling. Like, hello, why are you scrolling when you're out here in a public setting? You're supposed to be living in the moment. I'm not here trying to tell people what they're supposed to do with their lives, but you're in this public setting with, most likely you're with somebody, most likely in this public setting, and you just choose to get on your phone. Like, you could be doing that at home. You could just sit on your phone at home, but you're out and about and in this public setting, and you just choose to just do that instead of just actively like communicate with somebody, have an actual conversation, touch grass. Like, that's the actual definition of touch grass. Go out, do something, get a hobby, get off the damn phone, get off of it. And like I say, I know I'm a hypocrite, and I'm on the internet making videos talking about my opinion on things and all this stuff that's going on in the world, but get off the phone, or at least lay off of it a little while, because it's just really corrupting your mind. It's corrupting your mind. It's corrupting your views on a lot of things, and a lot of these influencers are just brainwashing you that you should look this certain way, you should get a BBL, you should be so skinny, or you should do this, you should do that, you should look like this, you should look like that, blah 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 blah. It's just a bunch of bull crap. So, yeah, that's what I think about it. And that's just my little rant for today. And that's all I just really wanted to talk about. I know a lot of people might not agree with me on this, but I just think it's something that a lot of young people don't really think about, especially like in around my age group, because I'm 23. And I feel like an old lady at times because I have this mentality. Like, sometimes I just want to log off. I've seen enough. It's enough. It's enough. And I just, and you see so many ridiculous things on there. A lot of clout chasers. A lot of things for shock factor, shock value, or whatever it's called. Yeah. Sometimes I think I'm just an old person. I'm just an old lady trapped in a young woman's, a 23-year-old body. But I'm actually an old soul. To an extent. But yeah. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Bye.